too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mark Hughes. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
At the 42-yard line.
Now Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Cousins. Looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point try for Gostkowski.
Extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Titans 31, Vikings 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Back to it after the pick 6. Cousins flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And a third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At the 28-yard line.
First down, but nothing much materializing as he'll get forward only for about a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Henry. inside the 15, shy of the 10. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On second down, Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun, Cousins lets it fly for, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 74 yards. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Titans 31, Vikings 28.
Boy, it's only a one-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And the Titans are going to recover the football. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Number 22.
Earl Thomas in on the stop.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
And a decent little gain puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. The open man is Smith. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. They'll run on first down. Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Again, it's Henry. And he's brought down. The solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And the Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Vikings 28.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity. He
is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
At the 21-yard line.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. These passes are intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
At the 39-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
King on the tackle.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Harold Landry drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Harold Landry with the sack, and the 3rd-year player out of Boston College. He led the Titans in sacks last season with 9 total, and now with the addition of Vic Beasley, that should take some pressure off of him, and maybe his numbers might even jump.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And no, it's incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Henry. 8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the Vikings' 42-yard line.
Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
39-yard line. It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Titans.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
A gain of 13.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Tannehill's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Play action, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll run it again with Henry. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. And it's complete. Henry. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Tannehill now on the option. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the shotgun, it's Cousins, eluding the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Tannehill going to throw it. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. The point after try for Gostkowski. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Titans 52, Vikings 28.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. Cousins. And he's brought down. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
36.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.